You're always so
How's it going, y'all?
excited.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, that's better. This is more my speed.
Welcome to the live stream. I'm Mike. Who are you?
I don't know.
This is Audrey.
Dr. Audrey.
This is
Madison.
Dr. Audrey here.
Yeah.
The Nib Doctor. We're here on a Friday.
Yeah. You already said that.
Sorry, I'm being so distracted by trying to keep it tamped down that I'm like...
You can't even do it.
It's so much work!
It's the exact opposite. By me going like this, it's like it's work for me.
It is so much work.
It felt so nice just having this nice calm demeanor here.
I'm sorry. I couldn't do it anymore. It's so much work to think about it. Hey, everybody who's watching, welcome.
Opposite. I like that I don't have to think as much because it's calm and quiet. You know.
Well, I think that's why we're a good pair. Yeah. No, Audrey does look great today. Look at this.
I don't even know what you're talking.
I think she looks particularly good today. I told her that, and she look at this. Your hair is fire today. You both look fancied up. Your makeup looks great today. Look at this. Look at this. So
I did curl my hair.
You did, and you got it trimmed a little bit today.
I mean, you can't really. They didn't do. This is me. I came home and showered and everything. I didn't get it. They don't. Yeah,
they don't do any of that.
They don't do anything now, so I don't get it. They don't wash my hair. They don't dry my hair. It's a dry cut in 5 minutes, and literally I'm out. So
go in, snip, get out of my house or
that's
business.
Not house. I'm not going to somebody's house to get there. That's not that. I mean,
that'd be fine, but
I don't mean to make it shame somebody if they did, because who cares?
Yeah. But yeah, so
we have so much to talk about today.
Well, potentially we might have nothing to talk about, but we got a couple of things.
No, we have a lot. What are you talking about? We have so much. I feel like I'm overwhelmed. I'm like, this has to end at a decent time. I'm hungry.
We did a lot of prep, so that's the
that's true.
Thing. And by prep, I mean we just got a bunch of stuff in the same room. But
if you saw a sheet of how we prepare for a live stream, there would be nothing on that sheet.
Just a blank piece of paper.
Yeah. I mean, we sort of say, "Oh, what should we do?"
That Angela is Inky Converters. Angela, is who she is. Yep, she is great. And actually, I have a I have a package here, and it says "Safe for Friday opening." So
we have stuff to talk about.
We just got this. I have no idea what it is, so I'm pretty psyched about it. It's amazing how fast things travel between you and me. Yeah, it's weird, right? So I sent some stuff to a friend of mine in Virginia who lives
but not
a few hours.
Yeah.
It took 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
I sent some stuff to people who may be watching today who ordered stuff on Valentine's Day when we did that sale.
Yeah.
I think one of them got delivered today and the other one not even yet.
Wow.
That was sent that the Tuesday after. That would be it was 10 days ago at least. So yeah, who knows? But also this got here way sooner than it should have. This other thing we're going to show today got here it took forever. It took 4 extra days or something. So who knows?
Yep.
Who even knows? So anyway.
You haven't gone through and said hi to all the people. You usually do that. We missed that.
Okay, I will.
Is it too late?
No. It's never too late. Becky and David and Z-Chan and Isaac and Jeannie and Bruce and Beth and Laura reporting for duty, Diet Coke in hand. What do you have over there? Yep, there you go.
Not a sponsor.
Yeah, not a sponsor, but hey, Diet Coke, call us up. I can't help you.
No.
But regular Coke. RF and Greg Cockburn's in the house, and David is here. We might have already said hi to him, and also Marco's in the house. What's up, Marco? I haven't seen you on the stream in a little while, it feels like. Emily Chambers, Angela's here, Josh is here, True Character is here, Ben is here. Who else do we have here? Kelly is here, who says you have a great lipstick color, by the way.
Thank you. I literally just put it on a second ago. It is Bobbi Brown's Heathered Pink or something like that.
Fun. It is a good color on you.
It's one of those, your lips but better. It's one that's sort of, it's neutral enough that you can put it with anything.
Yeah, so. It's not one of your super bold lips.
No. Everything else
For a while there, you were doing a hard bold
I did.
lip.
I stopped then.
We gotta
and now I don't do anything.
Because why?
Because, yeah.
Right.
Today's the only day that I ever put anything on my lips.
Only
besides
time people see
lip
your
balm.
face.
Yeah, that too.
Carol Bozeman's in the house. Roseman's in the house. Pickwick Turtle is here. That's a fun name.
That is fun.
Also, I like the turtle emotes.
I thought you were going to say that, but both things are fun.
Cool stickers, almost as cool as Mike's. Go to Inky Converters. Yeah, go to Inky Converters.
Yeah,
She's got real cool stickers. Do I have one of her My desk is up. Oh, whoops.
I was like, wait, what do you do? You should not be touching that.
She's got some cool keychains and stuff, and I've rearranged.
My keychain's on my keys.
I've also got you right here. There's an Audrey keychain. There's a couple of those left. Then we got here 48's Kevin's house. Rick's here. Angel's here. J&E, hey, what's up? We got another Angela. We've got Jan is in the house. I think that's everybody. Taco Chip. Do you love some tacos and chips? So, all right.
I have something funny to say. So every Sunday I talk to my parents. And just so you know, they watch the live stream. I don't know if it's technically... They watch it later on. They watch it in increments over time. And they don't know any of you, obviously. But they do. And they sit there and talk about what you guys talk about. They know nothing about pens. And they just watch it just to sort of watch us and hang out with you guys, too. Yeah. But they'll sit there and talk about what you guys are chatting about. And this cracks me up.
Oh, yeah. 2 days from now, you'll talk to your parents.
Oh, yeah. And they'll be like, oh, in chat, somebody said this. I don't know. It's just funny that, just so you know, my parents might be talking. If you say something funny or
say weird. Say hi to Deb and Burl in the chat there. They'll like that.
They like that, yeah.
What
do you want to start with?
I gotta know what's in this.
Okay, open it, yeah.
Okay,
because the other stuff we've already opened.
So. Yeah. I didn't open this because I was like, let's do this here. What's the stream about? Just random things. We do stationery and stuff. So
mostly after 6 o'clock.
After 6 o'clock turns into pizza time.
It turns into random, yeah. Yeah,
it turns into random stuff. But mostly we're stationery focused stuff. You can see look at that box back there. That box is from a backpack. Oh, they got that this week.
Yep, so many things.
We might have to get that. We'll open this first. All right, see what we got in here. Oh, no.
What?
Oh, look at this.
Oh, that is cute.
How fun is this? It's a seal with a seal. I like this.
That's cute.
And I can make that seal say so many things.
And it's a seal. It's sealed the top. Oh, I like that. Yeah. That is so fun.
That's good. Is this a blanket? Is this a pillowcase? Oh, my God.
Oh, my. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna stand up and put this behind your head.
Because this is bigger than you think.
There we go.
That is amazing, and I'm super happy we opened that live. Audrey was like, we should just open it now. And I was like, no, we got to do it live. That is amazing. So that actually makes a lot more sense because it says, go stuff yourself, heart, on the back of the packaging.
That is...
I'm like, well, that's kind of, oh, jeez. Oh, I don't know about this.
Yep. Perfect.
Put that in my window looking outside. That would be
Oh my gosh,
epic.
that is so creepy.
This is great. And now we have to get a lot of stuffing. How do you even open this?
There's probably a zipper.
It's got to have a zipper, right? It does.
There it is. Yeah.
There's a zipper. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Angela. I love this. It's an oh no moment when it finally came in. Oh, this is...
yeah.
Oh, yeah. This is pretty good. Put that mic face on your window when you go out. Oh. Yeah, just people to know. Overlooking the front door, so all the delivery people. I don't have a window like that, unfortunately, but that would be great. Or buy a pillow. Buy a pillow from Bath and Beyond.
You could do that. Yeah.
Oh, from Bath and Beyond. Yeah, it's a pillow cover. Yeah. Severely underestimated how large 70 by 70 cms is. See, that's why I got to use those freedom units, because centimeters. I don't know what 70 centimeters is either. I would assume it was like this big.
I would not.
Well, that's because you're a sciencer.
But we never use centimeters.
No.
Like, nanometers is where it's at.
Oh, in science, you mean. Yeah. I like measuring centimeters for pens, actually, because it's way easier than, like,
for sure.
the little gradations of an inch. But, like, for larger things, gotta have inches. Gotta have feet. Come on. How you like this one that's just my mouth?
Come on. People want to say hi. There you go. Scraggs says hello and happy Friday.
That's what do you think, Scraggs?
She's like, it looks like you.
Thank you, Angela. That is amazing.
That is.
No matter what I had guessed might be in this package, I absolutely would not have guessed that.
Mm-mm. So now you just need that on some pen cases, remember?
Oh, no. Oh, hey, there's a note. I was going to send this to you pre-stuffed, but I underestimated how big it's 75 by 75 centimeter pillow would be. You get stuffing at Walmart, Market Joey's, other craft places. Yes, enjoy, question marks. I 100% will. I'm not sure where we're going to put it, but
I mean,
I might just sleep on it.
you know what you could do is put it over on the chair over here.
I could. No, then I don't want her. It's not a.
Well, just for the Friday live stream. That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. It doesn't have to be there all the time.
It's gonna be the pillow I sleep on at night.
That's weird.
We'll put it in the guest room.
No, you could do that.
Some people
like,
come
would
over
you like
and
to go ahead
stay.
and, who's gonna come over and stay?
Right, but you know.
My parents eventually.
Eventually.
They both. My mom. Did I say this last week? My mom has a vaccine scheduled.
I don't think we found that out until after.
It might have been after. Yeah. So yeah, I'm excited. My mom. I think her appointment's at the beginning of March. So next week, I guess, because it's March. Next week is March.
It's March in a couple of days, right? It's amazing. It's amazing. Pillowcase, you got to buy stuffing for it. Yup. Better than a face mask. I mean, so many faces. You could put so many faces in there.
Yeah, you could.
Let's see. Hang it there. Oh no. Blanket. It's not a blanket. Well, I mean, it's almost big enough to be a blanket. Let's see.
Oh, thank you.
Socializing COVID style, yeah. Big high Devin Burrell. Yep. Keep smash. Nice. Let's see. There's your students who love to see that in your office after the pandemic times. Oh, dude, I could take it to the office. Well, I have a couch.
That's true. That would be good.
I have a couch.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
I mean, who knows
probably
what's happened
still
since,
there.
Yeah.
No way is Rick gone to the office. It's there.
Yeah.
Let's see, Devin Burrell, how do you like the pillowcase as much as Mike does? They're gonna love it. Let's see, a month's gone by fast. It really has, too fast, I think.
But it's February's shortest, so that makes Yeah.
We should do a video interview for your YouTube channel. Maybe Jacob. Maybe. Also, odd you look fab, says Becky.
Oh, thanks, Becky.
Comparison request. You can compare the length of the sections for Franklin-Christoph pins with threads at the front. Bruh,
I told you that we needed to have them together. I said, people are going to ask.
No, you're right.
I didn't know or think about this until after I left FC, so I had even discontinued ones that somebody was asking about. Unfortunately, they're at work. So
yeah, so as it says in the description for the video, Audrey came up with this idea that, like, hey, you keep a bunch of pins around for comparison's sake.
And you put it in videos when you do a pen review.
Sure.
But there are lots of things I'm sure people will be like, oh, well, maybe you have this and this, and can we just do a quick
You're like, hey, what do those
visual?
things look like?
Yeah.
And so since this is a good visual medium, you can put it in the Slack thread. Yeah, you said people would probably want to. That's true. But I was like, I don't know what people are going to ask for exactly. So
you don't know. I have a huge pile of. I mean, I have lots more pens than this, but these are ones that are different models of things.
Mm-hmm. Same. Cold here has been a drag on. Oh yeah, no. A lot of the country has had a lot of cold right now. Just ordered your first Franklin-Christoph. So excited, says Pickwick Turtle. Did you remember setting up Pickwick Turtle's pen?
If it was yesterday or today, I would not have done it. So it depends on what day you ordered it.
You don't remember a person who was a turtle?
No. That's a recognizable name. I would have recognized that.
That's true.
So I don't believe I did.
Let's see. You have Slack as well. No, not a personal Slack. It's for the Pen Addict, Jeannie. Send Brad a message and he can tell you how to get it.
We do have a Brooks Charleston.
I do.
I don't have.
There's one right there.
That's mine. Yeah. So I can compare it against another type of Brooks model too.
Well, that's how you get it. What's my email to send questions? It is right here. Mike@inkdependence.com. That's me right there, Jacob. Doesn't remember a turtle or a taco chip. Well, I thought you had your own. Oh no, I don't have mine. I have considered a couple of times doing like opening up a Discord for patrons or something like that. I don't know if that's a thing patrons would care about, or a thing that would like make people be patrons. I don't know, but maybe one of these days. All right, let's.
Oh, they use their legal name too for their.
Well,
that makes sense.
All right.
Wait, I thought the name was Pickwick.
Turtle.
Last name Turtle.
Pickwick Turtle. Pickwick Turtlington. All right, so what's this one?
That's the other Brooks.
Yeah, what is that one called? Do you remember?
The Raleigh, maybe?
That could be right.
There is a Raleigh, I believe.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it is that one for sure. But it's the one that's the curvier, not blunt. More the cigar.
Yeah, so the Charleston has more of a like, see how the little cones at the end?
Yeah, it has the little cones.
And then this one, which may be a Raleigh, is rounded down the ends.
Yeah.
It's not pointy like some
No.
others, but it's got a nice round shape to it. So what do you want to see it? Want to see it compared to there? Who is that? Ben? No. Who was it? Who was that? Greg Cockburn wanted to see it. Oh no, he wanted the Franklin-Christoph. Who did Charleston?
Beth.
Beth did
It says,
Charleston.
do you have a
Cool.
the top there?
Yeah. What do you want to see it next to, Beth? Oh, put the eco in there. Yup. No problem. Here, go for it. I'll take this one out. There's an eco right there. This is pretty. It's pretty well straight down. You can see the microphone in there now. That's okay. You're gonna want this. Yep. There you go. So a little bit. Well, I don't think you have that Charleston squared up. You got to put it in the groove.
What are you talking about?
Okay.
I'm not stupid.
Well, it didn't look like it was.
It's 100% in there.
Kakuno FC 45 or 46, Birmingham 6th Ave. Oh, jeez.
Got a Kakuno right there.
45 or 46. There's a 46 actually right there too. You can get both of those. Look at this. Boom. There's the.
What was the other one?
That one. Oh, a 46.
This is a 46 right
go.
here.
Got it.
I was going to show my fun one.
All right, fine.
This is
Yours
my
is fun.
flaky. See? This is a special blank that Jonathan, when he first started doing flaky ones, made that blank for me. It's super pretty.
There you go. Yeah, so the one we'll just go through them left to right. We got a Pilot Kakuno there, which is a really nice little starter pen.
Sure.
One that gets forgotten about a lot, I think. It's under $20.
I feel like it's like
But-
$12 or something.
Yeah, pretty good. And then the Brooks Charleston, which I don't remember the price for those. I think they're over $200 he's charging now.
Is
for
it
them.
now? Yeah, when we got them,
I want to say they were like $170, but
or like $185 or something like that.
Something less than $2.
Yeah.
Then the Franklin-Christoph 46 is next. Then the Eco, and then the
Birmingham.
Birmingham 6th Ave, which is just a behemoth of a pen. That thing is huge.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
It doesn't look
Sure.
that big next to some of those, but it's pretty big.
Tattooed Cat said they would love a Discord for patrons. Good idea.
Tattooed cat. Oh.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Just you know.
Cool.
Have a good weekend, Angel.
Oh, she's taking off.
Yep.
See you later. Oh no, that's Angel.
I said Angel.
Oh, I thought you said Angela. There are two Angelas
If I
here
did,
too.
I'm sorry.
That's
I
fine.
don't think I did, but
Pink Capture Kakuno, that's true.
Yep.
One of the red of the Kakuno, that's the Brooks Charleston.
Yep.
That's not Brooks's. It's Carolina Pen Co.
yeah,
Is the thing.
that we should say it
I
properly.
know.
Yes, it's Carolina Pen Company.
Yeah, Jonathan Brooks is the guy who makes them.
Yeah.
He also does a lot of blanks for people, so which is to
Exactly,
say the
so-
rods that you turn a pen out of.
This is a blank that he made and a pen that he turned. This is a pen that FC turned with a blank that Carolina Pen Company or Jonathan Brooks made.
Yeah. Let's see if I can move this in a little bit. It's actually too far away now. Desk cam. Do a little. Who doesn't watch me do video
things live?
configurations? I'll do it live. There we go. Good enough. Now can I? There, perfect.
Perfect. Good job.
So there on the left,
Obviously is the Kakuno.
Claire Lay.
Oh, Carol just put an order for Brooks, $175. That's.
Oh,
Yeah.
right on.
I think it also depends on.
There might have been some with a
things.
different material or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Or different models will take
Could
be
be.
different prices.
Could be. Angela's probably asleep now. Well.
I get it.
All right, cool. So that's that. Nice. We did a thing.
Oh, we're done.
Woo! Well, good job.
I'm glad that we showed those 5 pens, and that's it.
Yeah, that was enough. Seems like it was enough. So, yeah, there you go. If you have, what was the other thing? Oh, they wanted Franklin-Christophs with threads on the front of the section. Do you remember which ones have threads on the front of the section? Or we're gonna have to open them all up.
The 31 doesn't.
Okay.
The
There are no Franklin-Christophs in here.
19 does not have it at the very end. The 20 does not.
45, 46, 02, says Greg.
The Pocket 66 does, which also means that the full size 66 is going to as well.
Here's a 3.
I have a
That's
2, and the 2 does have those at the end.
Panther
The 40
doesn't.
doesn't.
You have a 2.
The 19 shouldn't either. So what am I doing?
You're taking these pins I keep trying to hand you.
Just showing it like that? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. Let's get a 4. Does that have a nib in it? Oh, it does.
Mm-hmm.
There's a 45. Does the 19? No.
No.
It's 19. There we go.
My 20 is right here. The
20s don't have threads.
Nope.
20s don't have threads.
Oh, he only wanted to see ones that do have threads?
Yeah.
Oh. I was thinking here on this one.
Yeah. At least that's yeah, I don't have a 66.
But the 66 section is the exact same on the full size in the pocket, so it'll be like that.
Yeah. I don't know, that's probably it. There's one of that Cockburn one of there, right? 65. There you go.
So yeah,
Boom.
The 2, 3, 19 doesn't, 31 doesn't, 20 doesn't.
How about the
The 45 long.
This technically does.
Oh yeah, here this is also the 25 Eclipse. It's the one that's completely recessed in there. You can see it's sort of basically think of it as a hooded nib. So that one also has it on the ends.
I think that's probably it.
And yeah, the 66 pocket 66.
How about 45s? You sort of like find the section to be a little bit too short. Yeah, no, it's a. I mean, it's a pocket pen. It's got a pretty small section. Yeah, it's
exactly.
not really meant to be used for a really long time.
Yeah.
But so like this one doesn't have a section.
No.
But the sections, kind of scooch them to the sections.
Yeah.
Here. All the rest of these have a much more pronounced section, I think. Especially the modified 3. That's got a much longer section.
Mm-hmm.
This is a modified 3. That's a
2.
Oh, 2. Yeah, good. 46, 45, and
Pocket
66.
66. Yep.
45 long is a nearly perfect pen. Yeah, 45 long is one I don't have.
And we have a 45 extra long. It just has a little tiny little finial at the back, on the bottom of the barrel, which
Oh, yeah.
I don't have as well. But that
Yeah,
is going to have the
see.
same section as the 45 as well.
Yeah. What are we looking? Oh yeah, there we go. These are all Franklin-Christophs. Oh right, these are all Franklin-Christophs. Yeah. Sorry, I could have sworn I said that, but I probably didn't.
Yep. So
There you go. Cool. Yeah. What else do you want to see? What else do you want to see side by side each?
I mean, we could do like the shortest ones we have.
You can do that if you like.
I mean, again,
What's Brooks' current wait time? No idea.
oh, no idea. Yeah.
He's thinking the 3 would probably be the best bet. The 3 is a very like classic form
traditional
of pen,
form.
I think.
Yeah, I would say it's the closest to a classic, normal, what you'd see from a fountain.
So we have 2 3s actually. So this is the regular Model 3, which has a finial and a clip. It's got a very standard like old school sort of look to it. I mean, not particularly as acrylic. This is a wilder acrylic for it.
Brooks' wait time is about a year.
Ooh.
Apparently.
Oh, for a custom maybe? I know he does batches sometimes, but Brooks has actually been kind of Carolina Pen Co. has actually been having some health challenges for the last while, so he's been making materials, but not so many pens.
Yeah, the sections for the Pocket 20 and the 20 are the full same size. Yeah. It's just the barrel that's shorter. Everything else is the same.
Yeah, you can interchange those.
Yeah.
So there's a difference between the 3 and the modified 3. The modified 3 is solid at the top and doesn't have a finial that unscrews. Yeah. And it doesn't have a clip. So it can't actually have a clip.
It can't be clipped, yeah.
There you go. There's that. Cool. You do Rotring cores compared to normal pens? Yeah. I can. So this is the Rotring Core. You might have heard me say something about that in the past, or heard somebody else make fun of me about it because...
Jillian's at 2 years and counting on a Brooks.
Woo! You get an 03. Yeah, 03 is really good. Franklin-Christoph shipping to the UK at the moment? Yeah, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll ship wherever shipping can be shipped.
I mean, I haven't heard any issues from the one. We've been keeping track of the ones that are UK just in case, because we know that there are, with the changes from Brexit, that,
Yeah, so who is it? Greg Cockburn asked if I have any non-fountain pen Rotring cores, and I do. This is a pencil, actually. The,
Didn't you
Rotring
have a
Core
million
pencil.
of those, or is that a different
No,
thing?
it was the ballpoint.
That's
which,
right.
Is the one thing I didn't bring over here.
Oh, good job.
It's actually in that black pen case right there if you want to grab one.
No, I don't.
But you don't actually have to. They look exactly the same as the pencil. But the thing about the Rotring Core is you have this like giant cap, and you have this weird. Yep. And you have this like sort of weird saddle-y section, which is peculiarly fun to hold. I have a set of these actually, so I've got like all the colors that I'm aware of.
Yep.
Although, of course, Evan found one color that neither of us had ever seen before.
Oh wow.
It's like this black and red one, which is already the hardest to find, but apparently it has black hardware. Which none of these have black hardware, so who knows what that one's from?
Yeah.
And then this is the ballpoint. The ballpoint's got some dust on it. It's in my pen case.
Yeah.
The ballpoint is the one I have a bunch of because
Hit him up in the email if you're interested in one.
yeah.
Just saying, they're not on the website or anything.
No, I keep meaning to, and I keep.
He bought a huge set of them on eBay, and
Well, in order to get the one I wanted, I had to. It was just cheapest to buy like a dozen.
they are weird pens.
Yeah, totally weird, but actually very fun to use. Like they feel nice. It's got a good grip and everything.
Too big for me.
Really? Even these? Like the too big here?
I
You
don't like the
weight?
balance. It's way too back heavy for me.
Yeah.
Not way too. I just don't like the balance of it in my hand.
I mean, compared to normal pens, what's a normal pen? Where's the Eco? There you go.
Carol
size
wants
as a
to
normal
know any Grail pens you're looking for this year.
Nope.
We don't do Grail pens.
No, I don't really do a Grail pen.
There are things that I would look at or look for, but not. I don't keep a list of I have to. Yeah, I just sort of since we used to go to shows all the time, and hopefully in the future we'll be able to. We are in a different situation where we can find lots of things if we were really we know people that like, oh, if we really wanted a Grail pen, we could probably find it. We're too cheap for it. I mean, really, we could have a ways to get it if it's out there.
I mean, like stuff I would probably buy if it became available.
Yeah, it's
like
more like that. Yeah.
Well, like that might be real hard to get at like Conids right now.
No, yeah.
Like if I found like a Conid full size or king size or something, I might be very tempted. Mm-hmm. But also the prices on those are going to be absurd, which makes me less tempted. So, like the green and champagne arrows. I have a champagne one.
You lost
somewhere. It's in this room. It simply has to be.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it is. Not even the black
Well,
hardware Rotring
now.
Core. I mean, like whatever. I don't really care. What type of refill does it take? It takes a Parker style. Just regular old Parker style. Very normal. What are, and can you compare both of your favorites? I don't have a favorite.
Favorite what?
Pen, I think.
Oh.
Josh was saying. But I was saying something and I got sidetracked, so I don't know what it was. That's the way it goes. Oh, green and champagne arrows. Yeah. I haven't got the green one yet.
I'm surprised.
I do have a few arrows.
You can add mine in there to take over the champagne. It's on the other side, I think. Or it's in the other one.
It's the other case.
I didn't know you had a second one. I forgot that they sent you
I have
one.
2 cases. Yeah, so this is the thing that Galen Leather did. This is their original case, which is the 40 pen case. And they found out that some of their loops would actually stain white ABS pens. Mm-hmm. And they're like, yeah, we've heard this happen, but we don't have very many reports of it happening. And so I was like, well, hey, I found that I have one that's stained. And so they sent me a new case, which was very nice.
I guess we'll go on that side.
Yeah, well, these two don't.
It's a little too hot with the arrow action here. It's
that's a
bright.
very silvery arrow.
Exactly. Sorry, it's a little blown out here.
I have a couple more. I've got a blue one that I've got in use.
Yeah.
It's around here somewhere, actually.
And the champagne. This champagne was a True Fay, but somebody else has it now.
Everybody else has it.
Okay, I guess it's not us.
Yeah, well,
it's their limited time.
There's the other blue
thing.
one.
Yeah.
So the way they usually do it at Diplomat is they'll let you do like a time-limited exclusive. So
that's sort of giving the color a little bit better for you there.
Yeah, so I have a few arrows. I kind of really got into those.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one, what is it called?
The Volute.
Volute, yes. Those were super cool. I like those.
Yeah, I really like that. And also, this flame blued one is real cool looking.
Those are both more expensive ones,
They
right?
are, yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't have... I got good deals on those. Their regular price is kind of high, like in the high twos, I want to say.
Yeah, Laura, like we were saying, yeah, the price is keeping you from it. I get it. It is.
It's also way heavier than the
It
rest.
is. Yeah.
Because that one is stainless steel and the rest of them are aluminum.
Yeah.
So it's way heavier.
Have you tried the ballpoint arrow?
I haven't. I've always been a little tempted to get a ballpoint, but I never did.
Yeah, I could see you liking that.
Yeah. I try to limit my intake of like real expensive ballpoints.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a few of the like more expensive ballpoints.
Sure.
Like I've got this.
And it's more, they're cheaper than fountain pens.
In general.
Usually, yeah.
I mean, so I've got this Safety First tactile turn. This is a TI2 Big Design. TI2 Big Idea? Big Design? I want to say Big Design is what it's called. A lot of my like fancy ballpoints and standard pens live in this like weird pen cup thing or pen deal. What you got here?
This is regular retro.
Oh, retro. Yeah.
And then where is
a couple of spoke pens. This is RNG designs. I got another Squire. I got one
I
right here.
didn't see it there. Sorry.
Yeah.
Marco, I bought this from you.
Yeah. Yeah, you did. Yep. This pen is like super weird and very cool. I got this in San Francisco last year.
Oh yeah.
This is the Lyo Designs. And it's a very cool little ballpoint. It looks like a airplane wing.
Yeah.
So there's a Rotring for you. There's the red ring up the top. Not expensive. It lives in here anyway. Because I like it. There you go.
Oh, thanks.
Omnivore says, nice hair, Audrey.
Oh, thank you.
It's like a dog paw washer. It is kind of like a dog paw washer, actually. With those little fingery things.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. Also, the sides are magnets, so if you have straight paper clips.
Yeah, that's
actually,
nice.
I usually keep it like this, so you put the pens in sideways, because I think that's fun. Anyway.
Do you go for various nibs in the arrows?
You
don't do extra fine. You have one.
I have one extra fine.
I worked on it for you. Now it's better.
Well, I have two extra fines.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, one of them I don't use because it's just way too fine. I don't know.
Is that the one I fixed?
Oh,
well, why don't you?
No, the one you fixed is one I got from, I think, Marco.
Well, why don't you just work on it?
Because I have another nib that I put in there, I think, is what I did. What did I do? Oh, I remember what I did. I contacted Diplomat, and I was like, hey, this is crazy fine. Like,
hello.
And I was like, this is almost unusually fine. They're like, well, we'll just send you another nib. So they did.
There's a dog right behind your head. Growling. Not growling, but making noise. Yeah, that.
Yeah, Big Eye Design. That's it. Hey, Tony, what's up? Congrats on the Leonardo. Got a super good pour. Oh, I haven't seen that. But yeah, some of those Leonardos look really cool with the
Our friend Franklin got one.
Oh, did he? Nice. Have I tried any of the gold Diplomat nibs? I have one. What was Larry and Hillary's Points of Distinction?
Yeah.
When Points of Distinction was going out of business a few months ago, I guess. What is time, right?
Yeah.
They had some gnarly sales on stuff. It's like crazy amounts off. And so I got a pen with a gold nib. Let me find that, actually, because that gold nib is beautiful.
It's beautiful. But the thing I find is that sort of controversial back in the day that having a steel nib used to be a negative selling point, but not as much now. I like to think that FCR nibs, since I work on them and do lots of things to them, that steel, sure, you always want gold. It's worth more, but it's not such a negative point. And that goes as well with Diplomat. I think that their steel nibs are just so nice and smooth and wet that I don't mind. I don't feel bad for just getting the steel versions.
Yeah. There you go. Jeannie says they're still around, still having sales. Interesting. I would have thought they'd sold everything by now. So the pen I got from their real deep sale is this one, which is a Diplomat Excellence A. And then this is...
Do you need to go outside? Is that what you're wanting? It's raining. Yes, I'm talking to the dog.
I can't make it just show the nib. There it is.
I just had to hide my head.
Yeah, you just had to hide your face. It really wanted your face. But you can see the gold in the ink flower there and around the edge. And this is a broad, and it's decently broad, and it's very wet.
Yep.
Like it's got a lot of flow. But also, this pen is just...
Generally, people wonder... Yes, generally... Depending on how soft the gold is, generally they're a little wetter because they open up when you press down. So generally, at least at FC, the Yovo ones are that way. If you get really hard gold nibs, just nails, then it doesn't give as much.
This is a little bit of give, not a whole lot.
Yeah.
They are Yovo nibs. They're specialty Yovo. They aren't like stock, but they're made by Yovo. So, what is it you need, Scraggles? Do you just need attention? Here, let me scratch your dog chin. There. 63 people are actually interested in talking about pens. Yeah, sure.
Usually, that's sort of low.
Yeah, it's actually a little low. What did we do that scared everyone away?
No.
Now, what are you going to do?
They don't want to look at size comparisons, I guess.
I guess not. 200 carat between steel or gold. Having said that, I just ordered a Parker Sonnet, and the 18K nib was only $10 more. Yeah, for $10, sure, go for it.
Yeah, definitely. If it's that low of a difference in price, then I would definitely go with gold too.
Yeah, on the Diplomats, it's like $110 difference usually, and I don't pay that for. Yeah. I won't pay that for a gold upcharge.
I'm gonna go see if she wants out. I don't know what she wants. I'll be right back.
She might. Come here, cat. Get down. Yeah. Let's talk about the Steel Panther. What's a Steel Panther? I don't know what that is. I don't know that one. Any opinions, Leonardo versus the new Tibaldis? I couldn't tell you. I actually only have, do I have a Tibaldi? I don't even have a Tibaldi. No. A store in Montreal has weird sales practice of discounting old limited editions for clear out. Whoa, weird. I don't see a firm dry gold nib. I don't, yeah, I mean, people sometimes say that gold nibs are just way better than steel nibs, and they're kind of not. At least not in most cases, so I don't really worry about it. So where you got the sun, it was an older color they were clearing out. Nice. Very nice. Yeah, discounting limited editions seems like the exact opposite of how limited editions usually go, right? Oh, there we go. I still have a Lamy Dark Lilac. They discounted the price because it's old. Yeah, Dark Lilac pens are not... well, apparently she did need to go out. She hates going out in the rain. She has little princess paws, that dog, so... Yep. I actually never got a Lamy Dark Lilac, but I'm not a huge purple fan, so... What store? Oh, they want you to give up your source. Gold for iron gall? Yeah, so there are some... That's the one real advantage, is that you can use iron gall stuff. But most of the like current modern iron galls are not that reactive. So it'd probably be okay with steel for a while, but yeah, it doesn't react to... She needed to go out, huh?
Yep.
Well, good
and
girl.
It's raining. I
really...
opened the door, had her go out, and then she like stops immediately. Goes, nope. She had to go out.
Did she get towel time?
Yes, she did.
That's good.
That's why she's all scrambling right now.
Stylo? Is that Stylo and Stile? Is that the thing? Bye, Katie. Yeah, Katie loves to just stomp through here, and
she will knock over. It doesn't matter. She just wants to knock over anything.
That's all pens right now. So didn't really want her stomping through there. Wouldn't trust steel with diamond registrars. Yeah, registrars might be on the harder side. Things like the Roaring Klingner iron galls, I've heard are pretty tame. But stilo.ca. I'm not familiar, but cool. Locusts descend upon them. Yeah, right. All 68 of my locusts.
Yep.
So, yeah. All my lamb with the yeast station ink is still flowing well, by the way. Good to know.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I'm looking
Speaking
forward
of Lamy, you have a couple to show.
Oh, I did. I got a couple of Lamy pens. We haven't even, yeah. Well, I showed these. There's actually a video for these. But yeah, these were part of my haul from Endless Pens. They were most of my haul from Endless Pens, but these are the new Lamy Safaris for this year. We have terracotta. Yeah, terracotta and what's the other one? Safari or something like that? Safari green?
Savannah green.
Savannah.
It's a safari.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
They should have made it the Safari. They really missed out on the Monte Grappa gold there.
See, now she's all full of it. Scraggle, stop it.
Shh. Sketch ink seemed fine. Sketch ink isn't actually iron gall. Sketch ink is pigmented ink. So those won't have a problem with those. Not jealous anymore. I got yours too. Yeah, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. I think a lot of people are going to be getting them now because they've really hit more stores.
Yeah, they have.
Like I said, Endless Pens is is gray market for some of their stuff. Not all of it though.
Yeah.
And so I try to keep it to the sort of like the more like legit sellers, just because I want to support them and that sort of thing. So this is the other thing that we got, which doesn't actually look that great from a top view, does it? Which is a Pelican. It's a Pelican pen holder.
Sort of.
Which, there you go.
There you go.
Look at that eye. It's really giving eye action there.
Look how cute it is. I've always wanted one of these. They have much bigger ones than these too.
Oh, yeah.
And Tom Bailey, who is our local
Pelican dude
and our Triangle Pen Club head person. Anyway, he is the Pelican guy, and I always see those sitting at his tables. And I'm like, I always want one. I mean, this never did.
They're pretty expensive, though.
Yeah.
So this one was, I think, $39, which is not cheap.
Well, no.
But, I mean, but it is fun. You can't really buy these. I think
no.
So Pelican doesn't really sell them, I think, is the deal. And they have a bigger one that has a hole in the beak, and you put the pen through the hole in the beak, which is fun. The Pelican is mint. Yeah, I think so, too. I saw somebody had a red Pelican with the hole in the beak.
Really?
Yeah, you wanted way too much money for it, but at one of the pen shows. But yeah, you can get those ones with the hole in the beak too. I think they're like
60.
Yeah, $60 or $70, I think. So like $100 retail is or Mizrop, I guess, if they're even available.
Yeah.
What does gray market mean? Gray market generally refers to like a vendor who's not an authorized retailer of a particular brand. So like brands like, I don't know,
they're not
Twisby
knock off their legit
yeah.
product of
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you're getting. But
Right.
just because it's a legit product, you may not be able to use that warranty that goes along because you didn't get to the official channels.
Yeah.
Endless, as far as I know, they have like a year warranty. That's their own personal, not the vendor or the whose product
I heard some of the
warranty
Endless was based in like the Philippines or Singapore or something like that.
I think, and then but they
so
have
they send some stuff over.
Yeah.
But that means so like if you're an authorized retailer, that means you have to go by like Lamy or Twisby or Pilot's rules, and if you don't, they yank your distributorship, and it becomes harder for you to sell product like that. So there's like these pluses and minuses and stuff, but you know. Whatever. I said, it's not that big a deal, I don't think.
It depends on what you're getting. If you're getting a pen that's under $100,
yeah.
then I would feel fine with it.
Yeah.
If you're getting a really expensive pen, having that warranty that's a longer, because, depending on the brand, sometimes they have a lifetime warranty or a longer than the year, then I would be like, I'm probably going to get it through the official channel.
Yeah, just so you have that after sale service.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it, but...
Yeah. Also, I just like to support the people who are like following the rules that everybody else is following, and gray market is like kind of skirting that.
In between, yeah.
And so like, why did I use Endless? Because they were real cheap there, and
they had a
them.
sale.
They had them way before. Yeah, it was a deep sale. It was way before.
It came with a converter.
Yeah, it came with 3 converters. But also, I mean, it was like $20 for each one, so it wasn't too bad. But now I think you can get them for $20 like was it Gold Spot or Chalet or someplace, and a lot of the U.S. vendors are also including this matching pen sleeve.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like a leather pen sleeve. It's pretty cool.
And the other reason is you can get this.
There's also that,
and you can't get this anywhere else.
Yeah.
So
that was it.
And I don't want to get that and just pay for shipping for that.
No matching pen case. No. I think there's only a limited number of those per vendor, like 50 or 100 or something like that. Like the first 50 or something get it. I don't really remember the thing. But, but for a Lamy Safari, like, whatever. I'm not going to worry about aftermarket sales. And there's not enough. I don't feel like I'm hurting a regular dealer for the few bucks of profit they would get from it. So I don't feel too bad about that. But I'm not going to buy like a Pelican from them, because I want to make sure I can send it back if I have a Pelican nib problem or something like that, or like the white Pelican pens tend to crack on the cap and those kind of things. Like I don't want to deal with that. So you have matching pen cases? Yeah, no, you win. You win. There's a Katy Perry. Yeah. Be jealous? Oh, I am. Have a pizza day, y'all. Do the YouTube stuff and support Mike and Audrey and Critters. Nice. Thanks. Appreciate that, Emily. Yeah. Especially for pens that are known to have some QC issues. Yeah, totally. Yeah. Now, Lamy is not free of QC issues for sure, but
for the amount of pens that they sell,
yeah, it's low. It's real low.
It's low. I mean, that's good. Yeah. They do.
I have seen some fun stuff. Like somebody mentioned on my YouTube review that, or the unboxing rather, that they got one that didn't like the section didn't line up with the flat side of the barrel. Yeah. I've seen Lamy nibs that didn't have a slit cut in them, which I thought was hilarious.
I've seen those. I mean, I've come across them doing nibs and things like that.
Oh, like from Yovo and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
I mean, I've seen lots of... they're very rare, but I mean, for the amount of nibs that I go through, it's not common at all. And things that they don't have the printed on there and things like that, but...
Oh, that's the other thing Unwan reminds me about Gray Market that's good, is that sometimes you can't get stuff in certain markets. Like, it's just, you can't buy it any other way.
Yeah.
So since he's in Mexico, most of the pens are Gray Market because you don't really have local retailers.
Retailers like that, yeah. That makes sense.
I hit a Lamy where the nib was bent. Nice. Sold the Lamy Safari Pokemon box set. Should be impossible to get a hold of and Lamy. Very careful distribution and control. Well, I don't know. Like, I think it's legitimate, Dapper. It's just that they got them. They didn't get them sent to the U.S. Like I said, I think they're based somewhere else. And so, any new small maker pens? I do all FC pens get the nibs checked before they go out.
Yep. If you buy an individual nib, any nib, somebody's gonna look at it. If I'm there, I'll be doing it. We have 2 other people that do it. So any nib that you get will be cleaned and tuned by someone. A real person.
Yeah, a real human.
Yep.
Yeah. Whereas, like, Lamy's doing tens of thousands or something of them. And so, like...
And most of you'll know the answer to this or know this already, but in case someone... People you see will complain, like, I just got this brand new Lamy and there's ink in it. I got a used Lamy. This is terrible.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's totally fine.
That is a thing that they do to test the nib, and...
Yeah. It's not all of them, I don't think.
I'm not sure if it is either. But just so you know, if you wondered, and I'm sure most of you already know that, that's normal. And sometimes I do ink test the FC nibs. And
especially the
especially
Flex
and any ones that I'm unsure or just want to make sure. And especially if they're going overseas and things, there's a better chance of me ink testing them and cleaning them up before sending them out. So it happens.
Fude Nibble Lamy, there you go. Just Fude that sucker. I don't know if you really can Fude one of these. I don't know. There's not very much like
the
nib
feed,
after the feed.
Exactly. There's really not a lot. I mean, you could do a little bit.
You could
probably.
Like cut some of the feed off, I guess, but I don't think that's a great idea. These Lamys are already a little bit on the dry side, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just because she got one that was bent. It was already halfway to being a Fude, right? Our friend Jim would always say, like, I could probably fix that for you.
Oh, yeah. That's definitely...
Jeannie is thinking of getting an FC Flex. I like the Gold Flex okay. I haven't tried the steel one. Do y'all even have the Gold Flex anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
So. Yeah. I'm just not a Flex. I would rather have a Italic than a Flex. But that's just my personal opinion. Yeah. So
Flex nibs are always kind of finicky.
They're always just going to be a little bit more finicky and... I'm not saying they're problematic, but they just have things that you have to learn about the nib and its capabilities. Yeah. And once you do that, it's not bad.
Great is I hate to have to send them back from the UK. That would affect FC's profit margin. I mean, they do free shipping anyway, so like they eat a lot of shipping. I think, even though you only get a standard nib, it would be. Jan, if you have concerns about that, put a note in your order. Like, I write this way. That's if you have some like strange writing thing. Like, I always turn my pen a little bit.
If you rotate, you're a lefty. What kind of lefty you are? If you are international and you want to ink test it for sure, send us an email. It's not shouldn't automatically assume that we're going to do that.
Is there like a comment thing in the order form? Or
I don't think so. Emailing is the best thing to make sure we can see that.
Yeah. I have Vintage Flex. Vintage Flex is better than Modern Flex, Jeannie. Don't even worry about that.
It's very different, yeah.
Is there a difference in the mini black nib versus polished steel? I've heard some people... You think the black nibs tend to be a little bit drier, right?
No, so in one batch, Jim would tell the tipping was just a little bit smaller on
Oh,
the
interesting.
on the
black
black over the polished.
Oh.
But it's really just depending on the batch of it. So I
nothing-
find they're pretty similar now. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really seen a difference because the only thing that's really black is like the top, like the writing surface is going to be ground off anyway. Like that'll be silvery. You can leave that
And
paperclip alone.
since I smooth the bottoms with the same thing, the feel is generally close to the same. Just the top anodization is different.
Oh, Lamy. No, I haven't seen any difference between the black and the silver Lamys. They're fine. Totally the same as far as I can tell. Writing sample. Oh, SC Go-To got a writing sample with their double broad sig.
Yep. I generally do that on a lot of the double broads that I grind just to
make sure.
Yeah. And if I
Plus,
have
it's
time,
fun to write with those.
Sure. Yeah, I don't
is,
have that many, so. Do FC pens ever go on sale? No, we don't do sales on pens.
Yeah,
They're direct pricing, and basically they are the price, the lowest price.
You don't
that
have
we
like
sell.
resellers or
Yeah, exactly.
retailers. Yeah. Let's see if it was Yard Lead themselves. Oh, it had some problem with Yard Lead. Yeah, Yard Lead has really good looking pens. I know our friend Becky got one recently that's really cool. And
Andrew likes
them too. Andrew loves those. Yeah, they're really cool. You ever get nib requests for making a nib less smooth?
Once in a great while. It's more so that people will say they want a nib that feels like X nib, like a platinum. They're like, I want a nib that feels like a platinum, or and then often I do get the buttery smooth, or they say they want a needle point that is super smooth and wet, and I'm like,
can't really, yeah. Yeah.
I would recommend an extra fine then, but it's all subjective too. But I have gotten it where people, it's not really less smooth. They want an metallic crisper. So generally, you work on the edges a little bit more for more the cursive metallic, but they want more of the true metallic, and that's what I see more often than less smooth, which it sort of goes hand in hand. It's a little more careful in terms of your angle.
If they want it to be more like a platinum, a lot of people say platinum has a more pencil-y sort of feel. It's a more feedback. Like that might count as less smooth.
And that's generally, I mean, I like that. I like to be able to feel my nib. I don't want it to be scratchy.
Yeah.
But I like to be able to feel the nib.
Yeah.
So that's my personal go-to. I try and have an in-between for the FC nibs. Again, it's all subjective. Again, hopefully we don't get really that many complaints about it, so hopefully it's people don't dislike that. But
how different are the Yovo 14 compared to Bach in terms of feel? I don't think I have any gold Bach. I have some Omos. Those Omos were technically gold Bach, but they were Omos nibs.
Yeah,
I don't think I have any gold Bach nibs.
Yeah.
No, I couldn't tell you. In general, Bach nibs are a little bit more bendy and like wetter than Yovo nibs. I don't usually love the feel of Bachs. Like, I really need to have those tuned. Like, out of the box, I don't generally like Bach nibs. At least not as much. I had Aurora Black in it. It was smooth and delicious. Well, that's what Aurora Black does. That's how they roll. So probably that nib's a little bit on the dry side, Becky.
Something that's both very sharp and very smooth. In that case, it's always better to have somebody in person, because it's a fine line of sharp and smooth. Because any little
you have to fit the hand right.
Yeah. And so I'm not saying it's not possible, but you need to give more information to get something that pictures, video, just chatting
go
about
to a show
more.
if you can.
But definitely in person is the way to go when that happens.
Yep. Sorry, it's badly typed. Oh, whatever. Yeah, no, you can have sharp and smooth. But that really depends on
for sure.
the match between the nib and the hand. So that's why I don't really use metallic nibs, because they don't feel smooth to me, because I tend to take my pen, and Audrey gripes me about this all the time, and I get it. I take my pen and I roll it just a little bit. And so if you do that with an metallic, you put the edge into the paper, and so that makes it not feel smooth.
So Mike needs what is called an oblique. So it's a corrective nib for somebody who rotates You might have heard left-footed, right-footed. It's just basically correcting for your rotating.
Yeah.
And basically, when you get a nib that's ground, we get nibs that are ground for the normal, everyday writer. But then there are a subset of people who are lefties or do rotate.
Yeah.
And so you have to know that going in that to give that information to the person who's working on your nib. Otherwise, it will probably feel scratchy because we're going with the most common.
Yeah.
So
I know that was like meant to be a little bit sarcastic when it was typed in, but like that's a thing that people I think need to know about when they get nib work done.
Yeah.
Tell your nib worker what kind of grip you have or how you write. And
one of our friends, John, when he sat down at the FC table, he had said that I was watching him write, and that by me watching somebody write, I know where to focus on smoothing.
Yeah.
And I made a comment, oh, you do this when you write. And he had never thought about that. He just writes the way you write. Yeah. Exactly. So he had become much more aware of how he writes and was able to explain it to other nib grinders. Like, oh, I got something from Mark. And it was good because I was able to give that information to him. So yeah, anything that you just sit down and actually, because when you think about it, when somebody normally writes, you want, and especially for a ground nib, if you have an italic, it has the horizontal line and it's, thin and long. So you're getting a thick up and down, thinner side to side. And so the thing is, normally the nib is going to be perfectly up straight and down to the side, basically like this. If you turn it, it's going to be different. So just look at your angle and see if you turn your hand, not your hand necessarily, the nib. Where is the nib going in terms of the pen? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Am I explaining that well at all?
I think so, although I was reading chat, so I sort of just let you do your thing.
So if that makes sense, let me know. But yeah, just look at the angle that the nib is touching the paper, and is it straight on? Is the nib basically pretty close? I mean, I turn my nib in a tiny bit, but not where most of the angle is sitting on one tine. So if you do it more so, then you're like, oh, you're more a rotating person.
Greg says, I like to have a nib that puts down a clean line. I don't like woolly lines. I know exactly what you're talking about there, and I hate that too. And I have the hardest time explaining to Audrey exactly what I hate about that. And I think what happens is when you get a nib that's very round, like when you're writing, it'll just be kind of like fuzzy on the edges of the line instead of putting down like a consistent line, even on a round nib. And so sometimes what I'll be like, can you just like grind a little bit of a flat spot in this or something? And she can do that very quickly.
Oh, yeah.
But that woolly line thing, ugh, I hate that. It really bothers me. It makes me not use that pen because I don't like the way the ink looks on the paper. Yeah. That can happen if you're using an ink that's a little bit too dry for the nib. Like that doesn't help. But I know exactly what you're talking about, Greg, and I hate that too. Like he says, it makes it think more of ink and paper involved. It can be the ink. It's not usually the paper.
But it can be ink. Yeah,
it can be. But also it just means your nib is probably just too round. And it just needs a little bit of a flat spot, even on a round tip nib. You just make that better.
The thing to take into consideration is I've seen thousands of nibs. And again, there's a little bit of, the shape is a little bit different depending on the nib. Because it's basically getting the iridium tipping and putting on the end of the rest of the nib. Yeah. And the shape of it, they're close, but especially they're not exactly the same. And so the sweet spot is different just based on the natural nib shape and how it was put on there. So
let's see. Buckled nibs. Oh, so David has plenty of those. Yeah. That's really kind of his jam. Buckled nibs are bouncier and tuned for a wetter flow than Yovos. Yep, that's kind of what I thought. How do we know each other? This is my wife. Good idea. Oh, I should try that for sure. Don't rotate. Good to check. It's always good to because if you don't think about it, and I didn't for ages, and you wouldn't. You
wouldn't. The biggest time to think about it is if you're going to get a ground nib. If you're just using a circle, regular, medium, extra fine a little less so because there's less tipping on it. But if you're just getting a regular fine, medium, broad, it's just a ball. Depending on the angle, it doesn't really matter. But when you're making an architect, or if you're making an italic, it really is dependent on where that angle is that you're writing.
You need to go somewhere else. Delta and Omos pre-2015 were Bach made nibs. Some era of Pelican were Bach too. Yeah, they switched to being in-house at Pelican at some point, but I don't remember when. Find the gold pilot nibs to be the best for crisp lines. The tipping shape is quite different from most other pens. Gold pilot nibs tend to be pretty good for crisp lines. I was getting a lot of like really over-polished ones that I didn't love from Pilot for a while. Like they'll sing, they'll just kind of like, you'll get like this weird baby bottom thing. I didn't like them for a while.
Those are easy to fix.
Yeah, easy to fix, but you weren't a nib grinder at the time.
Yeah.
And now every time I get a Pilot nib, it's been great. And so I haven't,
you don't need to use that.
Yeah. Let's see. Good evening, both. Hey, good evening. Gold Pilot nibs and fine are almost needle shaped rather than a ball. They're pretty small. Yeah. So Pilot is the outlier in the Japanese nibs. So generally Japanese nibs run a size smaller than Western. Pilot, there's a huge difference between the fine and the medium. And the medium and the broad are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
And then fine and extra fine, like there's a pretty standard difference between there. But like a Pilot fine is like a Western extra fine. It's real small.
Zishan is asking a very good question that I want to answer.
I don't see it.
Is
there it is.
The 1.1 14K Yovo crisper than the steel version? For whatever reason, the shape on a 1.1 gold versus steel are completely different shaped. The steel version has no tipping. It's flat, and it's basically flat and has a round edge, and it's sort of like this. When you get a 1.1 gold, that's a stub. If you get a medium stub, it's sort of shaped like that. So it has tipping on it, number one, but it has the rounded on the bottom curve up and a little bit flat on the top and taken a little bit on the sides. But there's much more tipping, and I don't know if I would say it's the line, I think, is thinner in terms of the side stroke on the steel version because it has no tipping and it's just thinner. So you're going to get not as much line variation in the gold, but it might feel a little bit smoother. So why are they different shaped?
It's really interesting.
Don't know.
I had no idea. I've never tried the gold.
Well, my guess is that this gold is too soft, and so it's too thin to be able to. That's my guess. And there's no 1.5 or anything broader than a 1.1 in the gold, at least that we have.
So I'm just looking for there we go. It took me way too long to find a stub nib. There we go. So this is the style that she's talking about.
Yeah.
Which...
It's not going to really...
This camera is not even close to being in focus, and I don't know why. I feel like I've been fixing that all night over and over again. There we go. Come on. You know you want to. You might have to take my word for it. There's no tipping on it. It's just squared off. Whereas... the gold ones have some tipping. It's just
more like
shaped.
an italic, but the edges are very round.
So is it like somebody ground it, you think?
No. They're not. They just naturally come that way. Yeah.
Oh, you don't think somebody at Yovo is like taking a wheel to them or something?
Does not look like it, no.
Interesting.
But in the steel or the gold version, yes.
Well, that's what I mean.
Oh, I thought you meant the steel version.
No,
sorry.
No. Steel is just
it
just
looks
straight up steel.
like it's been worked on.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
Yeah. They don't get ordered that often. I mean, they go in waves. I think somebody gets one and then shows it, and they're like, "Oh, I really like this," and I'll show it, and then we get a bunch of orders for them.
Yeah, interesting. I might have to try one of those one of these days. I've never tried one.
Just so you know, that's the main difference.
Pilot Vanishing Point Medium is a very juicy and smooth, great rider. Yeah, good. I like those too. Pilot 912 SM is still available on Slack. Really? I'm a little interested in that too. I don't love the look of the 912. It's kind of a boring looking pen, but I do want to try that. Is it like an Aurora Italic? No, the Aurora Italic is kind of weird. I don't
Aren't they
love.
Sharp?
I
don't remember. We don't have one.
No, I don't have them because I don't like them. They're in house, and I feel like they almost don't have tipping on them.
Oh, really?
But they've got to because they're gold, so they must have like very little amount. But the ones I've gotten are always kind of like peaked a little bit.
Okay.
And so with my writing style, I think when a regular person writes with them and you put them on the paper, it flexes the tipping down to the paper. It's very slight. But when somebody like me, who doesn't write perfectly, tries to use them, it's a nightmare.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, different thing.
Hey, Greg.
Influencer hands. I love it. Yeah, if only I could make influencer hands work, but I just cannot sometimes. I don't know why. Just won't do it. Pilot's awesome. The hands, one thing Pilot has nailed down. Absolutely. Yeah. One of my favorite writing pens is the 823.
We have a bunch of Pilots here we can compare.
I do have some Pilots. Yeah, grab up some Pilots.
Do you want to see any Pilots compared?
You have one that writes really crispy. Is it one of the gold italics, Becky, or is it one of the steel italics? That's upside down. The tray.
Oh. I thought you meant the pen. I'm like, no, it's not.
No, it's not.
Do you have the 823? I don't have the 823.
I don't know. It's somewhere.
All right.
My 823 is heavy, actually. There you go. That's a Pilot.
Yeah, David says they're so sharp and it's so strong. Yeah.
It's a Curidas. It's almost a Pilot.
No, it's not. Almost sure.
Oh man, I upset my pile in here, and now my inked pens are a nightmare. What else do I have from Pilot? I've got to have more Pilots around here.
I have the Kakuno sitting here too.
There's a Prera.
Oh, there's a Prera. I didn't get my Prera out, so.
No, we only need one.
Yep.
I know there's more.
Well, you don't need the 74. I have a 74. Oh.
Yeah. I've been not grabbing them.
Well, do you want to put it on the other?
Oh, you know what? They're in these cases.
Want to show?
What's a good entry? Yeah, I will. Oh.
Do it. Okay. There we go.
What's a good entry italic nib? I would get one from like Franklin-Christoph or something. Not a sponsor, but the Nagahara ones are quite good. You can get them for what, $40 or something for just a loose nib?
You don't get Nagahara nibs individually.
That's right. You can't do that.
It adds 25 to the price of a pen.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
But you have to get it with a pen because we just don't have enough inventory to be able to sell them individually. Unlike what Mike is saying, I have my Decimal too, which again is not like the others, but
Pilot penmanship. Yeah, there you go, Greg. That's a good one. Or the squid pen. I don't know what that thing is actually called. Is that the penmanship? Is that what that one's called? Looks like a squid. Those are really good italic nibs, and those are really inexpensive. I totally forgot about those.
The Parallel.
Parallel's not an italic. Parallel's it's a whole different thing.
What am I thinking of then?
I don't know.
Well, there's no room here, so I'm putting them on the table.
Yeah, that's fine. They can take a little tabling. Yeah, there you go. There's some Pilots for you. I think that's... Oh, here you go. Justice. I think that's it. I think that's all my Pilots that I'm seeing. Yeah, there you go. Prera.
Oh.
Oh, those you're gonna have to look at the cap band. They're too close. One's a 90 and 912. The other one's a 92 or something.
This is a 91.
Yep. 91. That's the 912 next to it. Just a slightly bigger one with a different style of nib.
Prera.
And the Prera. Jeez, that looks so bad. I hate it so much that it looks bad. I'm
74.
sorry. That's 74, yep.
I wasn't asking. I was waiting for you to finish your thing.
Really? I don't know. I can't make it work. I don't know why. I'm sorry. It won't go.
Don't say sorry to me. Say sorry to our fans here. I mean, we're just letting them down, not me.
No, I can't make it focus. I don't know why. It's
74, 823, 92, Decimo, Vanishing Point. What's this one?
Pilot Justice.
Justice.
I think this is because of the light. You turn the light down and it really...
Well, I turned it down for the arrow.
Yeah. Maybe it likes more light. It's a little bit better. Oh no! Technical difficulties. Yeah, it's broken.
It's broken. Well, I mean, the whole thing's not broken. Just the outer rim thing. No more diffused lighting.
Just make sure that doesn't fall on you again. It's actually okay. These are supposed to come off, and I think they're okay.
Oh, whew. Well, I mean, they still could be broken, but that...
I don't think so.
They just fall off.
Or they popped
Scraggle
off,
is like, she probably just peed on the floor,
she
being so
probably did.
scared.
You didn't even try to catch this at all. And you're like the best person at catching things in the whole house.
I wasn't gonna, there was just
like,
no,
nope.
It was impossible.
It was impossible.
It was just no, it wasn't gonna happen.
100%, I have faith in you. You could have done that.
No.
You could have done it. You decided that it would be funnier if it hit the ground.
No, it's not funny. But see, these do come off.
Just doing it all for the...
Nookie?
Whoa, Audrey.
It was the name of a song. How can you reprimand me for a song that played on terrestrial radio in the 90s?
Nobody remembers Limp Bizkit, Audrey.
Everybody remembers Limp Bizkit. Everybody. All
right. I really like this this light. It is a fantastic ring light.
But it's very top heavy and falls over.
This stand is terrible.
Yep.
Okay, we're fine. Okay, let's not break the ring light anymore.
Okay. Whoa,
It's now daytime in here. What if I just point this up?
Have you been checking on life insurance policy while window shopping expensive pens? Dapperman wants to know.
You mean for Audrey?
It has been slightly trolly today, that's for sure.
Who has?
This is the chat. Not the people. There's been a few trolls and it's been interesting.
Yeah, well, our people are great.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. You squint and get things in focus. It's really annoying that whatever camera I have on this is just never in focus with that one.
Mm-mm.
And it's because it's Logitech's fault.
Well,
they did the drivers wrong, so you really aren't supposed to have two cameras.
Sorry.
I have to have them hooked up to different sides of my PC.
Okay.
It's nuts.
Okay.
Anyway. Anywhoozle, a hilarious technical difficulty screen, that would have been good. I have another one. I have one actually for my Twitch channel.
Yeah.
I was going to check on that. Happy Friday and Pizza Night. Indeed. Mm-hmm. Mic on fire. Yeah, that's what we need for technical difficulties. Didn't feature on any C&W station. Country and Western? Do what? I don't know. Let's see. Trying to throw the Indian head stamp. You're trying for more action sequences. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, that's why I didn't try and pick it up, because I knew it was going to make a nice crash. Scare the animals.
That's right. Yeah, that is an 823 next to the 74. It's a bit longer. It's not a huge difference, but at least not uncapped, I don't think.
Only three of those are mine.
Yep. 3 of them are?
Mm-hmm. This one's
the blue
mine,
one's yours. Yeah,
this one's, right. And then, yep.
No, it's 75 or 74 rather.
Yeah, the Justice is a large pen.
It's a big pen. Yeah, I borrowed that from somebody, I'm remembering, and there you go. Probably ought to get it back to them. You know who you are. Hit me up with your address because I lost it. There you go. Most of the difference, I think, is actually in this this cap, because this is a vac pen.
And the nib size.
And the nib is bigger, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably a good part of it, is the nib's bigger. Yeah. If you match up the bands, it's just like a smidge longer.
Yeah, not much.
Yep.
Greg brings up a good point. Could have broken some glass and hurt me, which is much more important than having, broken glass around.
Yep.
I could have been hurt.
Yeah, Greg is right. Other Greg Metz is like, that's me. Yeah, that's his pen. Yeah. Can you pair the Omos Paragon? I'm sorry, I don't have either of those, Tony. You have to send them to me. I will.
Oh.
Is the plastic on the 823 better? I don't know. I think the 74 feels pretty solid, but the 823 does feel a little bit more substantial for some reason. Might be just in my head.
I mean, it's overall just a bit bigger.
It's a thicker barrel too, which might do it. I've got two, and I haven't. The
823 is a bit more. The 74 you can get for the price. It's a solid pen.
Oh, the 823 is not cheap. That's the only problem with the 823.
So that's the thing. Also, people do not like the converter on this one. They hate this converter. Yes. It's the one that has the.
It's not a very good converter.
Little plunger.
It's got a push button.
The push button. So.
Yeah. It's a pain to clean.
It's pain to clean.
It does hold a bunch of ink, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
That's the thing that people dislike about the 74.
yeah, it's but whatever. I think it's fine. You just wanna. It's just a pain to clean.
The Con
So, like,
70, thank you. I couldn't remember the number.
I can never remember it either. There's a 50, a 70, a 20, a 30. It's not great. But it's also kind of weird that you have to like push down on a thing when you're trying to put that nib in a like a what do you call it, a bottle of ink.
Yeah.
So it's really hard to not smash down into the bottom of the ink.
Yeah.
It's a pain. Yeah, just refill cartridges is the way to go, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you, I do like the look of the Con 70. It's a good looking converter.
It is.
It's the best looking converter, I think.
Yeah. Agreed.
It's just cool looking. And it gives you like a little bit of silver interest here in the back of the
does.
pen when you have silver trim.
Mm-hmm.
It's good looking. So this is the Justice. What's the number on this thing? The Justice 95. I keep meaning to do a review on it. It seems like every time I go to do a review on it, I've run it out of ink. And actually the current case.
Yeah,
right
you can
now.
just refill cartridges. Yeah.
That's the way to go. So the Justice does have like a texture, like a
rib.
Yeah, it's ribbed. It's very slight. It's not crazy. And the nib on the Justice is really where the business is here. You can adjust the softness. What I've found in using this for a little while, for quite a while, is that when you twist this deal here to make, oh goodness, can I make this work here? If it would just give me a focus point. Logitech could help me out here. You twist this little band here and it moves.
Yeah.
There you go. You can see that. It moves that bar on top of the nib. And that is supposed to make it softer or firmer.
Yeah.
What I found that it does is it doesn't really make it that much softer or firmer, but it does make it wetter, which is kind of cool.
Which goes with what we were saying about gold nibs being wetter, because generally they're usually softer, which opens up.
That's how much ink I have left in it. It's just this one drop.
Yep.
Yep.
Tiny.
Yep. But this is a Pilot. I want to say it's Pilot Blue Black probably, and it looks entirely different when I have it on the dry setting as opposed to the wet setting. I like it a lot. I purchased from Pensacci. It's Pensacci. Have you gotten any Pensacci stuff? I feel like you might have.
No, I have not. I feel like there was some issue with people complaining about them for some reason. I can't remember what the deal was.
Yeah, I don't remember.
But a lot of the Japan only, you either do the Zen Market, but you can do the Pensacci. But I think the shipping is expensive, or I don't remember what it is. I'm sure somebody will tell me. But
Greg Cockburn says he thinks they're probably gray market.
Maybe that's what it is, that they might be gray market. They upcharge a lot too and they do have the limited edition pens, which I think that's why a lot of people still go with it, because they're hard. You can just go through them from the U.S. instead of having to go through Zen Market and whatnot.
So SC is asking if it's like the Sailor Emperor top thingy on the nag nibs. What's a nag nib?
Naginata?
No, that wouldn't have a top thingy though. Oh, you're probably thinking like an overfeed where you have like the nib and you have this thing with bar that goes over the top. That's not what this does. That's supposed to be like feeding ink or putting pressure on it or some weird thing.
To keep it, yeah.
This is supposed to be like more of a flexible sort of nib. Like I think the slit goes down further or something behind that bar. Yeah. And so when you have the bar on top of it, it doesn't let it move. And as you move the bar back, it lets it flex more. Is the idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pensacci has some unknown shadiness going on that Daryl and CY won't tell us about.
Maybe that's, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I can't tell you. I just know that people were saying things about that. I think the reason why I didn't purchase, just because they're more expensive, but they're limited edition. I just wasn't willing to pay the upcharge for it. And shipping from Japan, I'm already paying the upcharge for it being limited edition and paying $30, $20 something for shipping. I'm just like, I don't,
let's see.
It's the Naginata Emperor. Yeah.
I see. Yeah, that's the overfeed bar. I think that does a different thing, although I'm honestly not sure what an overfeed bar is supposed to be doing. I've never had one. But...
I mean, I assumed just helping with flow and keeping
Everyone's dressed up. They think I'm dressed up because I put on a shirt with buttons.
They really do think that you're dressed up.
I'm wearing joggers, so you know.
You are. I'm wearing jeans. Yeah.
Which side do you recommend buying from Japan? I don't mess with any of that.
Nagasawa, I believe still, or you can get stuff from them. I used to have the Rakuten, but they got rid of that. But now it's sort of back, but it's not the same. But you can do Zen Market, which again is just basically you tell this place, they
Go buy
make
a
the
pen.
order for you and then ship it to you.
Yeah.
So that, I know a lot of people have used that service quite a bit. Pensaki, that place, people, you can order straight through there. Kingdom Note, you cannot. So you have to either have a way to order from them that's going to ship, and then Bung Box, is another place.
Yeah.
And you can get some inks, and that's the thing. They have cool inks and everything, but it's hard. Shipping goes up quite a bit.
Scraggle's right there in the doorway being a creeper.
She is a creeper.
She's like a ghost.
You're gonna see her little tuxedo chest
Emperor Bar is supposed to keep slight pressure on the breather hole, keeping a small pool of ink at the right.
and
Oh,
keep it
interesting.
up. Yeah, make it keep up. Yeah. That makes
Yeah, this I don't even know if this. I don't think this
Yeah,
has
and
a
there's
breather
White
hole.
Rabbit as well, which is a forwarding service that you can have a place to ship. Basically, it's just a virtual box that you get shipped to, and then you can ship a bunch of things here at one time into one box.
As far as I can tell, this Justice doesn't have a breather hole. So, yeah. Bai, is that are you leaving, or is that the name of another drop
I
shipper?
don't know.
Tokyo Quill no longer sell Pilot JDM exclusives out of the country. Yeah, they had I think isn't Tokyo Quill the one that had the 823s with all the like interesting nibs? Because there are a lot of interesting nibs that come in that size
And
of
that
nib,
one, yeah.
but you can't get them outside of
I
Japan.
know, it's not as scary anymore. Come back. Come on.
Welcome back. Come on, jump
Come
up.
on.
Maybe not. Yeah, I actually, funny story, I put on this shirt with buttons. This is the first time I wore a shirt with buttons in quite a while, but Audrey was looking so fancy, I felt like I had to also look a little bit fancier.
This is what I call my Mont Blanc shirt. I got this for the very first pen show that I worked for FC.
Yeah.
Before I worked there full time, I thought it looked like the little snow tops.
Mm-hmm. Plus it was gray and white and black, which is the color scheme of
Colors.
Franklin-Christoph.
And I don't wear black.
Yeah.
And if you see me at shows, most of the shirts and things that I get aren't black because of a Mr. Nose gets fur everywhere.
Yeah. 845. Ooh, nice. I like the 845. Double broad from Tokyo Quill. They sold FA and WA nibs. Yeah. Oh, Pilot apparently leaned on them. They weren't supposed to, huh? Only sell them with the Pilot 743 or the 823, so someone was swapping them manually and reselling them. 823 with a Po nib. The posting nib is very fine. You want a real fine pen or fine tip? Get that posting nib. It's too fine for me. I wanted to love it.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of the opposite of the Waverly.
Yep.
I have a Waverly on that 743.
Yep.
Yeah, the Waverly goes up. Posting nib kind of goes down a little bit, like it's like a little claw.
Yeah.
I think it looks dope, but it's too fine.
Yeah.
Maybe I should get like a broad PO nib.
There you go.
Hey, can I get you to just bend a nib for me?
I mean, once.
Once. I have success with Penwing. Don't know him. Pilot cracked down on all the buying services. Yeah.
You mean Penwing?
Penwing's like the little bird.
Yeah.
Posting it was shamed by the sailor Sabitogi. Yeah, it's kind of like a Sabitogi, but I think Sabitogi go down as much. I thought the Sabitogi was just super, super fine. I remember the Sabi is very, very fine. It's too much for me. PO was dealt post-war because of the poor paper. Yeah, I've heard that. Heard that. Yeah, if something, although it just kind of like slice paper a little bit, I feel like like the UEF, it's too fine for me.
Well, we have a couple more things to show. One thing on your wrist, and then the Hubble.
Oh yeah, so a friend of ours sent us a couple of things today, or sent them a while ago, and they finally got here today.
Yeah.
And one of them is a Hubble.
Ooh.
So this is a pen. This is a Pen Chalet rather exclusive. Posting nib is not a Waverly. It's kind of the opposite. So WA is the Waverly, and it goes up.
Up, yeah.
And a posting nib is a PO,
But
and it
not
goes
as much
down.
as like a Fude.
Yeah, it's
just
like
a slight curve. Yeah.
Well,
it's more than a curve.
it's like halfway to a Fude.
Yeah.
It goes up, but it doesn't go like this.
That. Yeah, exactly.
It's not flat. Yeah, they're opposites. Yeah. Sabitogi straight comes with the tool to clean out paper fibers. Yeah, I bet. PO is more like a Concord. It's like a Concord, but not like multi-layered and
there's no
it's not as extreme.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the Retro 51 Hubble from Pen Chalet. It's one that we missed out on. I kind of skipped it. I don't know, that day it came out, I was like, I don't know if I
was sort of
need it.
surprised that you skipped out on it just because
Yeah.
we have so many of the space
You know, I like
versions.
space.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is the Hubble, of course, the Hubble Space Telescope.
Yep.
That is sort of named after. And so here you have the Hubble like machinery, and it's all in size, like you can feel the texture. And the front of it is planets and stars and all kinds of things that the Hubble looks at. It actually looks really nice. I like where they put the clip. They did a good design job there, I think.
Yeah.
And it's got this like cool swirly galaxy situation here. I like it.
Waverly is more like the old Schaefer Triumph nibs. Sarah says.
Well, Waverly's in my experience are usually kind of bendy, and the Triumph nibs
Our nails.
are real hard.
Yeah, that's
so
the
they
one.
kind of do different things. Like the Triumph nibs were more for like pushing through carbon paper. Like you'd find them at banks and stuff. Whereas the Waverly, the ones I've tried have been kind of bendy. Anyway, so they had an extra. They bought two, and they're like, we'll give you one. So we got one of those, which I think is very cool. It's actually way cooler than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Jeannie wants to know if you answered it. Do you have C at night?
I never checked.
What's that?
It's ink. It's a Krishna ink that
Oh, Krishna ink.
she has a little bottle of. I forgot to check. I need to check my...
Waverly was a Schaefer trademark thing for a while.
Was it? Oh, that's really
Wow.
interesting. I wonder if it's some version of that Triumph they do that's like more bendy and less hard. That's interesting.
I don't know.
I don't know the origin of the Waverly. And then the other thing is, I guess I'm a watch guy now. So...
Hashtag watch channel.
Hashtag 2 watches.
Hashtag 2 watches.
Maybe a double watch guy. I know there's a few other double watch guys. I don't want to sacrifice the closing my rings situation.
Yep, which I just did a minute ago.
Oh, you lucky duck.
Thank you.
I've got like 4 more hours I got to get. I know.
I stand a lot.
And this is a watch.
That's a large and intense watch right there.
It's a big old watch. Yeah. Mike's gone to the dark watches side. My wallet. Well, you know, that's sometimes
wallet.
sometimes you get a sick deal.
Yep.
So yeah, this is a U-boat, which is an Italian watch. Actually, it needs a new battery, doesn't it? That's why it thinks it's...
Wait, it's not noon?
It's actually
or
midnight.
Yeah.
It's right twice a day currently.
We're not in the UK. Well, actually, it's not midnight in the UK.
So, yeah. It was just when the tip is bent up a little bit, most high-end Schaefers used to have them, and they'd claim it made them write smoother. Interesting. I haven't seen any like that, but I believe you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Cool. But yeah, not like the Triumph, though. Do I have a Triumph I can show? Where
Mine
is
are
that?
at home. Yeah, I don't have any at home here.
Well, I don't think you have one of that style. My grandma's desk pen.
Oh, is that
have
that?
those, but I don't know where those are off the top of my head.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they're in one of those drawers. I'd have to dig them out because I don't have the base set up. So, anyway, has hashtag watches claimed another? No.
No. No.
No. Nope. It's not. I'm not going to be a full-on watch
So
guy.
it's a large, fancy watch.
I do have 2 watches. This is my second cool watch.
You got this one from Mario.
This is my other cool watch. This is a P38 by Luminox. My grandfather was a flying ace in a P38, and so it's.
Jan is not wrong. Any bigger, and it would be a grandfather clock.
It's not that big.
Do you want to put that on my wrist and show how ridiculous that would look?
I do kind of want to do that, actually.
This is gonna be. I have not tried this on, but it's gonna be crazy.
Now let's put your hand over here on camera. My stomach just growled. Really hard.
Wow, this is way up high. So.
Well, your watch is in the wrong place. Yeah, there you go. See, it's only a little bit bigger than the Apple Watch. It's totally fine. It's just average sized, palm-sized watch.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought this P38 was a pretty big watch, but the U-boat is a good bit bigger.
Cat cam.
So now I've got P38s and U-boats, which that's fun.
Cat butt.
So twice the size of the Apple Watch. Look, that's
Yeah.
true. That's true. But
Chonk indeed. Are you gonna jump down? Just jump down. There you
check
go.
out the RGM watches you can aspire to. It's not as thick as I thought it was gonna be. Like, it's not thin, but it's not that thick. A little bit thicker than an Apple Watch.
I'm gonna mention something. It is 6:30, and I have not mentioned how I'm hungry and want pizza.
Yeah,
it was
me too.
your stomach that made me think.
Oh no, we haven't eaten.
We have not eaten. It is 6:30. I told you we had lots to talk about today.
Yeah, that's true.
We didn't talk about that many pens.
Well, you're like, we got to talk about all these. And I said, we'll only talk about the ones people care about or ask about specifically. See some big pens. There's some big pens. That's kind of short.
But they're big.
Pandemic made you stop being a watch guy. No, I totally get it. 19, that's pretty thick.
Yeah.
It's a thick boy. I was looking for my Birmingham pen again because that's the biggest. See Brad's little sneak peek? No, I didn't because he did that while I was twitching the other day. I'm sure he showed the new spoke fountain pen, but I haven't seen it yet. What did I do with that? It's around here somewhere. We just looked at that Charleston.
That's not a Charleston.
Oh, that's right. I was looking at a Charleston. There's a Conid. That's kind of big. That's the smallest. The mini Conid. Well, it's not the smallest Conid. Where is that 6th Ave? It's gone. 6th Avenue? It's gone. It's out of here.
Yeah, Conid.
Lost.
19 core.
Yeah.
Which size is this?
That's the L16. That's
16.
the big one.
And then
additive pens.
Additive helix.
Yeah, the additive helix, which is very long.
Yeah, very long.
It actually still has ink in it. I haven't cleaned it out yet.
Yeah.
Because it uses. Oh, this actually has that stub nib I was looking for.
Becky wants to know if we're going to visit Ukraine this weekend.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. You want to visit the Ukraine this weekend?
I think it's time we should. Yeah.
We'll go to the Ukraine this weekend.
On Sunday.
Yeah.
We usually do Sunday.
Good. Yeah. Because spring instead of pens named after drinks, we need a contest to make drinks named after pens. Nice. Additive is a great desk pen. Yeah, I think that's probably right. Because it's so big, it's hard to carry around.
Yeah.
But good desk pen. Yeah. Wait, does it fit in my? It does. All right. Well,
there you go.
That now goes in one of my pen wells, of which I have 3 on my desk right now. Usually one of them's at work.
We're not saying that word. We're saying conid.
Oh.
So, not quite.
Your dog's name is who else has a dog named that?
The people whose dog they don't like.
That's right.
Our
down
neighbor
the street.
has a dog that they don't
has the same name.
like, but same name, yeah.
Except their dog's terrible, and your dog is great.
Yeah.
So at least I assume it is. 3 p.m. is too early. 3 p.m. is too
You
early.
said it's too early.
We're not doing 3 p.m. 4 p.m.
We can do 4 because I talked to my parents at 5 o'clock, and we do at least an hour, so that's why I can't miss the 5 o'clock.
Well, they'll be watching.
Because then I have to work out, and it just time flies then.
So that's why 3 is too early then, because we work out and then all the things.
No, we work out afterwards, and then it's too.
Don't.
Yeah, I usually do.
Not how it works. Jinx. Dog is amazing. Good. I'm glad. No,
Everyone's saying 3 is too early.
Oh, it's a Pinnacle, a
people.
Jodo? What? I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to ask Brad about this. I'll write it down on this new seal.
Seal.
Wait, how do you spell a Jodo? AJ. Hey, this paper's not bad for fountain pen ink. Oh, it bleeds right through, but it doesn't do any like spreading or feathering. That's good. It does bleed right through. But
I mean, it doesn't go to the next page.
No, it doesn't go to the next page. Or at least it has it on this.
Yeah.
With my Curados.
Yep.
Yeah. Mike had Pillowcase. Oh yeah.
Oh.
For those of you who came in late.
They did. Wrong side.
Oh, it looks even more horrifying if it's just like all wrinkled up on me.
Thanks to Angela for...
Check out Inky Converters on... wait, what is she? Is that her Etsy store? Somebody, I'm sure one of the mods,
I think so.
Bijou can put up this, but yeah, this is a pillowcase. It's super huge. It's got my face. It's actually very detailed.
Yeah, it really is. I'm surprised how detailed it is.
Like the megapixels are really there. Like you can see like how I got some stray hairs on my beard over here.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty.
No, that's a wrinkle. That goes far right there. That's a wrinkle.
Oh, you're right.
See?
It is a wrinkle.
Yeah.
Like a little mustache.
But
Like, you see
certain
this
spots
one
though, you can individually see.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to sleep on Mike's face,
here.
says
Well,
Sarah.
I feel like the Ajoto pins accept the price. Well, what are you gonna do? You know.
Yeah.
That's the way it goes with so many things. But yeah, this is I want to make this into a pillow. It's very big. Should be one of you cuts. I feel like you sleep with those. I mean, talk to Inky Converters. If she got one, she can probably get another.
Yeah.
That's
Could make that a flag. Yeah.
it could be a flag. Well, except it's too. I would want to put this out in the elements.
Oh, that's
it's
true.
fleece. It's whatever. It's a very nice feeling. It's gonna feel great when I fall asleep on my own face.
It could become a flag.
It could. Yeah.
It could be.
Claim the neighborhood. Put up a flagpole.
One of the people over here put a flagpole, a large flagpole, and it's not really a neighborhood that you would have such a large flagpole.
It's weird.
It's in the front yard, and
it's most of their front yard is now dedicated to flagpole. It's very strange, but whatever, man. I'm not gonna do that. Mowing around it would be just too much of a pain.
That would be. I feel like, is there something else that we were going to show?
It's not as robust as an extreme post-it. Nothing is.
That is true.
No, I think that's enough things. We've shown too many things.
We've shown lots of things. Well, we have lots of samples that we weren't able to show.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot about this little guy.
Yeah. We can do a little thing of pocket pens here.
Yeah. We'll do it some other time. Okay. So we got this big old bag of ink samples from our friend Kimberly.
Follow her. She's at All the Hobbies on Instagram.
All the Hobbies on Instagram.
She has lots of posts that are fun to look at and informative.
Yeah, she's way more popular on the Instagrams than I am.
Well,
she also posts like regularly and well. She posts these cool things of like her handwriting practice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is really neat.
Who practices? I mean, I should. What she does is she's writing out a book. She's writing out Marcus Aurelius's Meditations or some such thing. Yeah, she's right. Yeah,
which is it's on Stoicism. It's a very good book of old timey philosophy. But she's writing it out. Yeah, I've been tempted to. I'm trying to think of a book that's short enough. I was looking at my bookshelf and be like, what's really thin? Let's see. Locke's Second Treatise of Government. Maybe I do that because that's this thick. I could probably do this much.
Yeah.
I mean,
should I do a Sailor Collection video?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, it's not that robust.
She's got a lot of Sailor collections.
I don't have that many.
You got a fair number.
Yeah.
Get a maypole and freak them out. That'd be kind of fun. Just get a maypole.
When you said that, I instantly thought of mayflies.
Yeah, it's made of flies.
If you don't grow up where there's mayflies, oh my gosh, you're lucky. We would have days where it would just be dark because there are mayflies, and then a day later they die, and then they're all over the streets, all over your car.
You know, I'm not 100% sure what a mayfly is.
You do. We've looked it up because I've talked about.
And I always forget it.
They have the wings, they're clearish colored,
yeah,
and they have the two tail slit in the tail. Yeah.
Yeah. Two little sprongers.
They're not cute.
Oh, look at this, though.
That's not... Look, when you have...
Look at that little... That looks like a big,
them,
crazy mosquito.
And it's dark because there's so many of them.
Look at this one. Look at his little arms. It's like, hey, guys, look at my arms.
It was like, what?
Hey, guys, look at my arms. Okay. It's got little fingies up here. Look at that.
That is what I'm talking about, Mike. Look at... Yes.
It's this. That's not dirt. It's a swarm of mayflies that invaded Ohio.
I grew up in Ohio. This is what I'm talking about. That right there. Could they see that?
Yeah, it was on the screen.
Oh, okay, good.
Actually, he said, yeah, but then look at the picture of the car. Woo!
We did have... Well, here there's cicadas, and we did have cicadas in Ohio, too. But not like this.
We haven't had the... there's supposed to be another big hatching of cicadas this year. I feel like we didn't have that many in the spring.
Yeah.
Like, we were supposed to have this massive cicada...
hatching, I guess. Or
there's a thing for it.
They burrow, though, right? Yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah. Emergence.
That's
I was thinking, what was I thinking? Unveiling, or that's not right. Oh yeah, emergence. Yeah, cicadas this summer. I hope so. I actually like cicadas. They make me feel like I'm back at home because
I like the sound of them. Yeah. They're so creepy looking, but I like that. I don't know. I like cicadas.
I think they're kind of fun because they're kind of thick boys.
Yeah, I like their big wings. I like cicadas too.
Yeah, they're loud.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah.
also, I mean, I grew up in South Texas, and so cicadas feel like, it feels like they're there all year.
Yes, you're so right. David brings up a great point. Mayflies, when riding night roller coasters at Cedar Point, you go on a...
Greg says they taste terrible on the motorcycle.
Oh, I can only imagine. You're going on, what's it called? The
Grease
top,
Lightning?
No, Top Fuel Dragster going 100 miles per hour, getting hit with one of those.
Mm-hmm.
I never rode that at night. I never rode that one at night.
The Millennium Force.
The Millennium Force would also mess you up with having so many bugs. In the daytime, you get that too.
We went in like October, November, or something like that. Must have been October or November.
I think it was October. I don't think that they're open in November. Like
they were
at
barely
Halloween
open this time.
Yeah.
Millie's infested at night. Oof.
So when Mike and I first started dating, he did not tell me he did not like. I probably told this story, but he did not tell me he doesn't like roller coasters. And I grew up to one of the major roller coaster amusement parks in the world.
I mean, I did too. I grew up next to Astroworld.
Love going to Cedar Point.
Yeah.
And I had not been able to go that year. And so I told Mike, I'm like, I haven't been able to go. I really want to go. So he's like, let's go. So we went. He was terrified the entire time. But not
the whole time, just while we were on roller coasters.
Yeah, which is the whole thing.
Also,
and that's the only thing. I mean, not the only thing.
Also, how was the weather that day?
It was so cold and so rainy.
It was cold and just like misting or just straight up raining. And so like half the rides were shut down.
Yep.
Which I was okay with.
I was so heartbroken. I was like, what? This one's not going right now. And you're like, we couldn't go on
Top Fuel Dragster. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
And
then while we were leaving, he's like, by the way, I don't like roller coasters. I'm like, why did you not tell? Why would you do that?
It actually was kind of a lovely date.
On the whole thing was just terrible for you. It's cold, rainy, and it was amusement park.
But I get to hang out with you though, and I like that a lot. No, I remember that as being a nice time. I mean, I liked it. It was a thing you liked to do and didn't get to do very much. And I got to hang out with you, and we were pretty new together, and it was great.
Oh, we were really new together.
Yeah. Love bugs? Oh yeah, no, love bugs. We had those in Houston too. It was all over the place. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It must have been love, says the omnivore.
I mean, it had to be, because why would you put up with that otherwise?
It pretty much was. That's it's pretty much, yeah. I realized pretty quick that I was gonna keep her.
I didn't have a great time either, so.
You didn't have a great time?
I mean, I did, but it was so cold and rainy, and I was so disappointed because I love going.
We could have had a Mean Streak marathon. I think.
Did you go with my parents one time with us too?
Oh yeah.
We went.
Oh, we did. And your mom was like, "Let's start out on the Wicked Twister." Here's what the Wicked Twister is.
So my mom is scared of roller coasters too, but she's not really.
No.
But so we started on one of her favorites, and she's like, "Mike, now look, I love this one. This is my favorite. We're probably the same in how we like roller coasters."
Your mom is a liar. Deb, I love you, but.
He got off this ride and was just like, why did you say that why is this the first ride we went on, and why did you say this was okay?
Before we got on this ride, I was like,
because you watched it go back and you can hear
you're underneath the dumb thing.
You're under, yeah.
So what it is, the Wicked Twister, is it's one of those, Cleveland, Texas, hey, what's up? Will, hey, how's it going? It is it is one of those horseshoe ones. It's
not the boat rocking back and forth.
No.
It's like a
It's so much worse than that.
I like those too.
So the twister is picture like it's like a horseshoe shaped pole,
and
then the
twists.
track, right? So the track spirals around the pole, and so as you go, it shoots you up one side, and then you fall in a spiral back down,
and then straight through, and then twist and back, and then straight through, and then twist and
like a lot.
Well, many times.
Yeah, too many times for me. And the line goes underneath the roller coaster for quite a ways. So I'm just watching this thing going like, this is going to be the worst. Just like the dread just building. And it actually was the worst. I rode not that many roller coasters that day. That and the drop one where they just like take you up and just drop you. I forget what that one's called.
Shoot, what is that one called?
But I wouldn't even get on that one.
Y'all probably know. He's been there. I haven't been there
since
years.
You have.
Yeah, since I have.
Lugbug's the greatest.
It's gonna bother me now.
I know.
They used to have the demon drop. Well, Power Tower. Power Tower.
Not gonna
So
do
you
it.
could either shoot up or shoot down.
Yeah,
And
no thanks.
did we do up?
I didn't do either of them.
Oh.
No,
Then I must
I
have went
think-
with my dad then.
I think only the down was working or something.
Oh.
Because y'all were doing the down. Because the thing I don't like about roller coasters is I don't like falling.
Oh.
I hate falling. And they're like a lot of falling.
So another funny story about the Millennium Force.
I don't think you saw that
It
one.
has like this elevator pulley system, so it's
Yeah.
not the click 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 really slow because it's such a tall hill that it would take forever to do that. So it just like quickly sort of moves you up this hill, and I'm sitting there. It's right on
Quickly.
like
It's not just quickly. It's like 60 miles an hour.
No, it's
It
not.
is-
No.
It is so fast.
no, it's not that fast.
And it doesn't go. There's no like garage just goes.
No,
and like being
it's
just
not.
pulled up
You
by a
can-
cable. It's
No.
nonsense fast.
Don't. That is not true. It's faster than the click click click, but it's not that fast.
It's like a car.
It's not. Who are you gonna believe here? Somebody who can tell you honestly how something's gonna be because I'm not scared of it,
Or somebody who's a huge liar.
who's a liar and hates all of everything about it. So
No, I actually don't hate everything about it. There are some things about that roller coaster that I really like.
not this part though.
No, that
this is
part's
leading up
terrible.
to the part that you hate the most. Is the thing.
David says it's only 10 or 15 miles an hour. It
Thank-
feels like it's
thank you,
400
David.
miles an hour.
It's I'm saying it's just a little faster than the usual. It's not that fast. So anyway, here I am. We're sitting next to each other. This time when we went, it wasn't bad out. Or is it? Did this happen when it was the nice time or the other
It was the
time?
very first time. It wasn't that bad
Oh.
when we got on the Millennium Force.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm sitting here. It's right next to Lake Erie. Sometimes some places don't look as bad as others, and so I'm like, look at the beautiful scenery, you know, and this guy right here looks me dead in the eye and goes, "You better
No, I didn't say
leave." He's like, "You need to shut up right now." But he didn't say he added some more.
I'm not sure that's true.
He did. There was an expletive used in this.
I don't think that's true.
And
You
I
said
just
that.
looked at him. I was like, I was just trying to be nice. And you're like, I don't want you to be talking right now. And again, he does not like that, but he was just dreading what was happening. And it was all happening very quickly. Like, you think you thought you had more time.
I was trying to like look at a thing that wasn't a million stories up in the air that I'm falling off of. And she's like, "Oh, just look out over the vista." I'm like, "You need to shut up right now because I am barely hanging on for dear life." And I don't like that roller coaster. The thing I don't like about the Millennium Force is that it doesn't have enough of a car. It comes up to like almost the top of your hips and has like this little flimsy lap belt that's not going to do anything to save your life. And it has this bar that like I'm not confident was really locked in.
The bar is one of those ones that don't click. So
oh god, I needed it to click.
No, they didn't have to click because it keeps it in spot. You know what I mean? So sometimes you like move them down and it stays and it goes click to in spot. This one you can move as much or as little as you want, so you can keep it as close as you want. I feel more secure in those than the ones that are the clicky ones because in the clicky ones, there's a give. If you don't go far enough in, it's a little bit of movement, and I don't like that as much. It depends on what ride it is.
Yeah.
Blue Streak. Now this one is like 200 years old. I swear, it's the one that
Streak.
like you jump like it's the
I thought that was a mean streak.
no the mean. So the mean streak they got rid of because it was terrible. They turned it into something else.
Well, that's
now.
because it just pounded your kidneys into mush.
You like pee blood for a while because it is so harsh. But yeah,
Well, it's because of the
the
car
Blue Streak
and
is
the
the one that's
track,
super
but-
old, but it's better. It's not as bumpy.
Yeah,
but there's a lot of like jumping in the air and hopping, and so you don't really have much of a lap bar on that one because it's so old. I mean, it's safe. It's safe.
Yeah, I don't know. The fun part about Millennium Force is after you
I
get
am
down
so
the
excited.
hill.
I love roller coasters, and it's
She
been
does.
so long. I want to go to Carowinds.
I keep
Whenever
telling-
we
yeah.
have like people again in life.
We had
I
some
don't
friends that
know.
went to Carowinds a lot, and I kept trying to tell you to go with them.
I don't know who would go with me, but I'm sure somebody would come up here and go with me.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, somebody out there, let's go to Carowinds. It's in Charlotte, right?
Yeah. Mean Street was slow boredom that killed you? No, it wasn't the boredom.
It
was because the
boring,
car.
but also painful.
It's because the car came up to right here and had this like ledge around the side, and also it was a wooden coaster.
Yeah.
And so there was a lot of side to side, and so it would just slam you into the sides until your
But
kidneys
the
were destroyed.
Gemini is an older. That was from the 70s.
Gemini was nice.
Gemini, super
Yeah,
smooth.
fine.
This Mean Streak was made in the 90s. And
There's no reason for it to be so
it
bad.
was the worst.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was about that, but they wanted the Mean Streak to be an authentic, classic wooden roller coaster.
Bijou's in for a
Terrible.
roller coaster field trip. We got a guest room for you, Bijou. So
And it's a little closer for you. I mean, it saves a couple hours.
yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Universal with your boyfriend at the same time we stood in line for. By the way, Kat said that she loves. She said, "I'm late to the party, but your hair looks amazing, and she loves it."
Thanks, Kat. Hope you're doing well.
Gets the end of the line to see the poster and says on the ride, "I don't want to ride this." I've gotten off of a roller coaster just before.
That's another good story. I want to tell the story.
Okay.
There's two good stories for this one. There's Dolly Parton. So we went to Dolly World. We lived in Knoxville
Was
for
that
years.
at Dollywood?
Yes. So the first story I'll tell you is the one that Mike got off. No, I'll tell the first one first so it makes more sense. So I go on all kinds of roller coasters. I love it. Taller, the better. That's fine.
Oh yeah, I remember Astroworld. I went there.
We went on a regular roller coaster. And then right next to that one, or no, we were going to go on a roller coaster, but it was too busy. So we went on ones that were like the teacups at Disney World or Disneyland. Maybe they have it at both.
Doesn't
But
matter.
anyway.
And every carnival.
Yeah. So Mike and I go on that because there wasn't really much of a line. And we got our thing going so fast, I couldn't keep my head up. Like I had to physically hold my head.
My nose is behind you if you want to show a nose. There he is.
There's a nose.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they have the.
Yeah, you hand turn it.
Yeah.
And
It's got like a disc in the middle.
Yep.
We actually used to have those at our McDonald's.
Really?
Yeah, it was shaped like a hamburger.
Huh.
Yeah. But these are like spin, and you can spin the middle thing. And so we got like in a really good rhythm where we were like.
We were both like.
We were going so like.
Like rowing, but with this thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was, I was not feeling well. Like I didn't
She
feel
wasn't
like
right for like an hour.
Yeah, I wasn't feeling pukey or not. I mean, it just messed my head. Like it hurt, and I just did not feel well.
It threw all your blood to the back of your brain or something.
I guess. And so then we decided we're like going to go on that roller coaster because it wasn't as busy anymore. And I'm like, I don't know if I can.
What was it? It was it the ship?
Yes,
Or was
or
it the
something like
Did we
that.
get on the Gravitron? We got on the Gravitron after the teacups is what we did. And then after that, Audrey's like, I can't with this. We have to do something. And so we got
went
on the train.
So we sat on the train for a few like
A couple
types
yeah.
around because I just was not.
Because you can just like
right.
sit on, because there's not that many places to just hang out at Dollywood.
No, not really.
And so like you just sit in the train car, you can like put your head against the side of the wall and just like close your eyes until you're better.
So after a while, I started feeling better, and so did you. You weren't as bad, I don't think.
What? Oh no, it didn't bother me that much.
Yeah.
I was a little dizzy, like a little wobbly getting off of it. I was fine. I wasn't
Yeah.
like I don't get motion sickness. So.
Well, anyway, so we were gonna go on a roller coaster, and it's one where you get on and you go a few feet, and then it goes into a tunnel, and like you immediately go down.
Yeah.
And look, I guess that's sort of scary. So we get up, and I'm telling Mike how exciting it is, and we get up there, and Mike's in front of me. So we start going in, and Mike just walks right on through and says, "Good luck, I'll see you down there." And I had to ride it by myself.
She did. Yeah. It was like the thing about that roller coaster is it's like basically a kiddie ride. Like it's not even that big a deal, but I got on there and I sat down and I just saw how the tracks just went into a hole and I'm like, nope, not doing this. I just kept going.
Yeah.
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 No,
Yeah.
thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm. The
It's
Six
almost
Flags.
7 o'clock.
Oh, it is. I just want to say the Six Flags in Houston it's gone now. Astroworld it's closed down. Also, Waterworld, which is next to us, the water park we used to go to all the time as kids. It's a great place. Had my birthday party there a few
That
times.
sounds like
It was
fun.
nice. Yeah, and by party I mean like 6 of my friends went to it.
Sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I went to Astroworld a couple of times. You'd be proud.
I am, yeah.
They had this great Batman ride. That was one of
that
those
sounds
like
good.
hanging suspended with like a
Yep.
like a bicycle seat situation.
Yep.
Went on that a few times. It was backwards. It went like it was a roller coaster. It went backwards for
Oh,
a
yeah,
while.
yeah. Mhm.
I don't know how they did that, but it was cool.
Yep.
But yeah, it was good. I liked Six Flags. I had some Grease Lightning, the Texas Twister, all kinds of good rides there.
We had one, it was called Geauga Lake, and they got rid of it. I didn't get to go, unfortunately.
It's a fun
Maybe
name.
somebody who's in Ohio remembers that, or at least in the tri-state area. Nose.
The Texas Cyclone. Yep. Nose.
He's being super cute.
Come here.
Come on, Nose.
Come on over.
Come on.
You know what we want. Come here.
He's like, I want food in my stomach.
That's what he wants. He also wants to jump on Katie, who's right underneath him.
Well, she has it coming.
Oh, yeah, for sure. All right, we got to get some...
That was a fun story time with everybody.
Yeah, there you go. And now it's preserved forever on the interwebs.
Yep.
But
I mean, if you don't post it, then...
Yeah, I'm gonna. I don't care.
Yeah.
I would tell these stories anyway, because...
Why not?
Whatever. I just don't like roller coasters.
Yeah, so what?
You know what? Going to amusement parks is totally fun because you get to just eat just the worst things. Like you're like, I'm gonna go on this whatever the drop thing is called, and I'm like, that's cool. I'm gonna go get some cotton candy though. So I did. She comes back and just housing some cotton candy.
Nachos.
Yeah, corn dogs. Yeah.
Man, that sounds good.
Giant pretzels.
Oh, I love giant pretzels.
Yeah. Like, subscribe, pizza. That's the ticket right there.
Pizza Friday. Have some pizza.
Yeah, thanks very much for coming out, everybody.
Sunday, we're going to have some snacks from the Ukraine. I'm very curious to see how these will be. We'll
do that. So thanks for coming out. We appreciate it. Hope you had a good time. Learned a thing or two about how I'm a chicken.
Cinnamon bread. Oh.
We're going to have cinnamon bread tonight. Dollywood cinnamon bread. Do we have any cinnamon bread at Dollywood?
I don't know.
We usually get like a beaver tail when we go to places in Ohio because that's what they have there.
Yeah.
Or elephant ears.
Elephant ears, yeah. And a state fair here. Oh, I love an elephant ear. You're more of a funnel cake.
I'm a funnel cake guy, yeah. Elephant ears are okay, but often they trap the grease like in the bowl and it's not great.
I like I like
cinnamon.
Well, yeah, but more like dumplings. I like I'm okay with like a firmer,
like more of a doughy situation.
Doughy thing. So I'm okay with that. And you're more of a crispy. So
yeah, funnel cake is like it's so small that's all crispy and delicious, and they just coat it with powdered sugar or cinnamon or something.
I'm a big cinnamon fan, like you said. Yeah.
All right. So and Mike had Pillowcase, indeed.
Yes.
Kat maybe didn't get to see this.
Angela.
Our friend Angela, made this as a surprise, which is I can't get over this thing. It's kind of amazing. So anyway, we did that. Hopefully y'all had a good time, and we'll see you next see you on Sunday for Ukrainian snacks if you're into snacks. If not, I'll have videos going up next week. I've been doing videos on a schedule of does Audrey use that every night? She will. She's gonna love just going to sleep right on my face, my giant face. What was I gonna say? Oh, I've been doing my videos on Monday and Wednesday, and then Tuesday and Thursday I'm on Twitch from about 11:30 to like 1-ish. So if you want to see hang out while I play video games, it's up there.
Oh wow, I was impressed.
Did I get it in the right place?
I'm always like,
So you want to know how I do it?
How?
I know where that glass case is.
Yeah.
And I just went like that. I don't know, because I know where the case is in relation to me. It's right under the cat. I did like that.
No, see.
Well, you don't sit here all day every day.
That's okay. Yeah. Fair. Okay.
So Monday and Wednesday here on YouTube for videos. Tuesday and Thursday there on Twitch for video games, and Sunday for snacks this week. About 4 o'clock probably, because 3 is too early. So we'll do that. So think about what you put out in the world. Make it a better place. Like, subscribe. Hit me up on the Patreon if you want to be a patron and support.
Maybe you'll get a Discord.
Support us monetarily. Yeah, maybe. I'll think about it. I don't know.
It's not like it's costing you anything.
Yeah,
it's Discord.
Maybe. I don't know. Are they free?
I think so.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well,
we'll do that. So anyway, we'll see y'all later. Think about what you put out.
Mike.
Goodbye, Mike.